semaine dans le Screen Parfait, nous vous expliquons comment fonctionne la mise en scène. Et cette semaine, c'est le tout nouveau réalisateur Tate que nous sommes allés rencontrer. Il nous parle de son biopic Get On Up, consacré au parrain de la soul, James Brown. Nous lui avons demandé comment on fait pour filmer la musique.
It's funny, you bring up, how do you shoot the music? Well, my answer to that question was, I have to find the best actor, period.
Tate Taylor débute comme figurant au cinéma, mais c'est en passant à la réalisation que sa carrière a explosé à Hollywood en 2011, avec La couleur des sentiments qui a reçu 4 nominations aux Oscars. Il nourrit son cinéma des paysages et des couleurs de son enfance dans le Mississippi, rythmé par la musique funk et soul de James Brown, dont il nous raconte 50 ans de la vie dans son nouveau film Get On Up. Un film qui fait taper du pied avec une bande-son 100% James Brown, garantie par un producteur de luxe, Mick Jagger. Alors la musique, comment ça devient un film?
The biggest challenge, if we had not met, we would have had no film, was Chadwick Boseman.
James, man.
I don't know anybody else that could have done what he did.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Once he becomes James Brown, and I find the man to do that, I can then bring in the music, bring in the wigs, bring in the costume. And when I hired Chad, I hired him because of the way he played the 63-year-old James Brown. That's what we worked on together. I didn't work on the sexy, young, entertaining ball of energy. I said, Chad, I want you and I to work on the 63-year-old version of James Brown. If we can get that right, we're going to be good.
You blew the roof off the place. Won't even make a record for King.
We breaking new ground every day.
I wanted this film in many ways to be like a musical. I didn't want spoken dialogue and scenes to end so you could just insert a James Brown classic performance. I wanted the words of his song to complement the scene preceding it and following it. And as we structured the story and as I saw the moments in the story in which I was going to place a performance, those scenes before and after helped me choose the song.
Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoying the show.
We're the Starlight.
We're famous Flames.
Famous? Flames?
We're the famous Flames.
California!
What makes your big head so hard? Walking with my baby, she got great big feet.
The long lead, the leg, and ain't got nothing to eat.
But she's my baby,
And I love her just the same. Crazy about that woman, 'cause California is her name. California! California! What makes your big head so hard?
There's the movie you write, there's the movie you shoot, and then there's the movie you edit. I found myself, because of the power of his music and the tempo of certain performances, putting them in different places in the movie that you don't know you're going to do until you see the sum of all the pieces.
La recette de Tate Taylor, c'est un acteur capable d'incarner James Brown sur 40 années, une cadence calquée sur celle du parrain de la soul, et cerise sur le gâteau, un coach hors catégorie, Mick Jagger himself.
Mick was a great collaborator, but for me as a director, the greatest thing Mick brought to the project was the time he spent with Chadwick. I'm not a musical performer or superstar, neither was Chadwick, but guess what? Mick Jagger is. So he was able to spend time with Chad and help him get into the mind of James Brown, the mind of a musical genius, the mind of a performer, the mind of what it's like to be on the road, what it's like to have the mind of someone who is orchestrating. James Brown was a conductor.
Like I never felt like I would have enough time to master it. We only had 2 months before we, from me taking the role and us starting shooting. it was just something that I had to absorb and take in every day, because it's a combination of slave culture, blues culture, and some of those things you've already studied as a Black American. But it was just being in it every day. It was waking up in the morning and, lacing up shoes and trying dances or doing it in your socks. So.
1, 2, 1, 2, hit it!
L'une des particularités de ce film, c'est que le réalisateur le ponctue de plans de chaussures, un symbole fort dans la vie de James Brown.
The shoes, it was something that he didn't have when he was younger. Like, he didn't have proper shoes. In particular, these leather shoes, which are very slick and very stylish, and it says something about like his progression, his movement, as far as his life and his success. And
you special. One day, everybody gonna know your name.
And when he takes the man's shoes, it's the first key, it's the first element of what he's going to build later in life. They didn't fit, but he held on to them.
James, there's a woman here. She say she your mama.
My baby playing at the Apollo.
I ain't your baby. Not then, not now. I look after James Brown.
My favorite part of making a film, I did this with the help, and I did this with Get On Up, is to go to a movie theater where it's playing unannounced. I buy a ticket, and I go sit on the back row, and I just watch everybody. I don't even watch the movie. I watch to learn, to see what works, what doesn't work, but I just get such a thrill out of seeing that one audience member just completely transported into another world. It's a powerful feeling. That's what I love most.
Are we done, Mr. Bird?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Brown.
I say, are we done?
I think we got more funk in the trunk.
Tate Taylor renouvellera-t-il la performance de la couleur des sentiments aux Oscars avec Get On Up? La réponse en 2015.